Okay, everybody, let's get into the math. Now, math has a problem because the last time you were told why you were taking math was probably when you were about that tall. Because when you're in elementary school, it makes a lot of sense that we're going to learn to count things, that we're going to learn to group things, that we're going to learn to figure out basic areas. Those are all practical skills. Now, by the time you get to high school, why should you be finding the orthocenter or the centroid of a triangle? That's not exactly a basic skill. Additionally, why should you be able to find the spread of the data? Well, it has uses, but I don't know that it's a daily practical use. Additionally, what about a parabola? Why do you need to know exactly where the point on that parabola is or where that parabola cuts through the x-axis? You see, all of those skills are a little bit different than I have this many objects and I'm dividing them into X number of groups. It's a little different process, but there's a reason for all of that math. And the thing about it is, the problem with math is that we look at it like math. We look at it as if it belongs over here in this box, over here on the shelf with math, rather than in this box with science, or even this box with art, or this box with economics, or this box with literature, whatever it is. We like to think of our education in terms of boxes. And that's not how education works. For those folks that came up with all of these things, they didn't look at education as a box that they studied or a class that they took. It was something that was all interconnected, and that interconnectedness is actually what made it beautiful. It's that interconnectedness that made it useful. It's the interconnectedness that made it such a rich subject to study. That's what this project is about. I want you to understand a little bit, just a little bit, of the interconnectedness of math, art, science, history, language, literature, and cultures. That's the idea behind this project, and I think you're going to be surprised. The other thing that we need to make sure that you understand is that when you get done with watching these videos, answering these questions, etc., it's your turn. You're going to have a reflection to either write, create, record, etc. So I want to make sure that you focus really well on what's coming up, because you're going to have to reflect on what you've seen, express how you feel about what you've seen, and you're going to have to communicate to me and the rest of your class some of the things that you've learned over the course of the videos that we're going to be watching. So with that in mind, remember, this isn't just doing math problems. This is understanding how math fits into the larger circle of learning. It's also one of those things that our goal here is that you will begin getting used to communicating about math and with others about math.